Hey, what's up? I let a couple more people come in here. Um, hey, the hell with you? Hey, girl, what's up? How you been, boo? How you doing? Um, yeah, this ain't gonna be a long live. I just giving my 2 cents, just like everybody else, for real. Um, this is about Tracy. Now I know me and Tracy don't see eye to eye. We never really did see eye to eye, and we had some words going back and forth. Disclaimer, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And I've always been a fair person. Hey, Yolanda, I know she's not leaving him. That's not going to be my focus to get him to leave her. I just want her to understand the implications of what she's doing. A lot of times people get lonely, and they've been lonely for so long that they will accept anything. And clearly, that's what she has done: accept anything. Um, and it's sad. And my general concern is for her well-being. Despite everything else, this is not no shade. I'm not throwing no shade about her. It's not me being in her business. But when you put something out publicly, you can expect people to comment on it. Um, you know, People are going to comment on it, and people are going to you know give their opinions. And I just wanted to say that let's see. It says every year more than 10 million men and women in the United States are subject to domestic violence. Its impact can be felt far and wide. More than 1 in 3 women, 35.6%, and more than 1 in 4 men, 28.5% in the United States will experience our physical violence in slash or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetimes. Verbal abuse. And I tipped over there, and that's the first time that I've been in Tracy's clouds in forever. And when I say forever, I mean forever. And the way that he was talking about her and the way that he talked to her subscribers, clearly he has no respect for her. Clearly he has no respect for her subscribers that go and support her, for him to talk to them that type of way. In regards to him, allegedly pulling a weapon out on her, or allegedly, I seen the video. There is a video that's circulating around. Y'all gonna have to find that yourself. But I have seen a couple of videos about that. Don't let these low class Tracy, don't let these low class for you to. Yeah, and the thing is, like, she's coming out against Rita and like Brianna of all people. Again, disclaimer, I don't like Brianna. I think she's miserable. Hey, Serena, baby. I think she's miserable in her own right, and she needs to focus on other things other than what the hell is going on YouTube. But nevertheless, here we are. And my whole thing is that in some capacity, I, slightly agree with her. But the reason why she's making a video and talking about it is not the same as the reason why I'm making a video and talking about it. I'm making a video and talking about it because it's a general concern. I've seen this behavior before. I've seen it in my real life with people, family members, friends, etc. And it's not going to get any better from here. What he's in the conscious sector. If he's in the conscious sector, then Jesus Christ, I never want to go to the conscious sector or whatever sector he's from, because if it's men over there like that, it's gonna be a lot of flower bringing and slow singing around here, if that's what they have to offer. And that's not no swipe to whatever sector he's coming from. However, You know, the way the 5 minutes that I spent actually in the clouds, in Tracy's clouds, was really concerning to me. He said something to the effect of, oh, if I tell her to give me a kiss, she got like 5 seconds or something to come give me a kiss. Who are you? You don't own anyone. Y'all niggas are dating. Y'all not even if y'all married, it's still, you know what I'm saying, boundaries that you cannot cross. You know, and Tracy's sitting up there and she's defending him. She's very much giving me, I heard the conscious sector booted him a long time ago. Well, I mean, probably Yolanda probably did. But my whole thing is just, you know, I'm generally not doing this to make fun of Tracy. I'm not doing this to bring, like, I just want her to be aware and understand that I feel like she's in a situation where she could get hurt. And I'm not talking about verbal abuse. I'm talking about actual physical abuse. The mere fact that an alleged gun was pulled out on her or in her presence, not the fact that it was pulled out on her, but in her presence, is crazy to me. Why would you allow someone to be in your presence and you know you don't like guns? From what you're saying, I'm basically going off of what Tracy's saying. If you don't like guns and you don't like that, but then you turn around and say, well, he's grown, he do what he want to do, but that's your place. That's where you stay at. That's where you pay bills at. That's where you live at, unless he lives with you. It's very telling. It's very telling. The hell with you. You don't have to make yourself look bad on for YouTube. There's enough people doing that already. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You know, she needs to get help. You know, she needs to get out that situation before it gets any worse. I see it getting worse. The way he talks to her, I would never allow a man to talk to me that way. I would never allow a man to, you know what I'm saying? And before, you know, any of the people in her chat or her say, oh, you know, she just saying that because he dragging her out right now, lovely one. Are you serious? See, that's what I'm talking about. And my thing about that is that we have to have awareness. It's not just women that's being abused verbally and physically, it's men as well. I've done tons of stories on my channel where, you know, people are being abused and people stay in these situations, and it was just something that's going on right now. Currently, it's a trial about a gentleman who was dating this influencer girl, this OnlyFans girl, and you know, he was subject to physical and verbal abuse, and she wound up stabbing this man. She wound up killing this man. But you know, side note, low key white privilege. You know, she wanted to say that he was the aggressor, but they have video of this girl actually literally assaulting this man, calling him niggas, and that's just an example of, you know, some of the things that have happened that's been out in the news. And it's really, really, really right. Singing Tina Turner, you're just a fool in love, you know. And it's sad. People do not have to subject themselves to that. You know what I'm saying? It starts within. It's about self-love. It's about self-care. It's about seeing more for yourself, no matter what your situation or your position is in life. Just want better for yourself. There's no way that I would surround myself with people that would take advantage of me and use me and verbally abuse me and physically put their hands on me. There's no way that I would do that. You know, and she's sitting up there justifying, and that was the most sickening part of the whole thing when I was over there in her clouds. The fact that she's sitting over there and justifying what this man is doing, and the fact that he's grown. Well, last time I checked, all of us are grown. You know, all of us, you know, lead our own lives and purposes and stuff like that. And then for her, I seen the video with Rita. Rita had did a little short video And she was basically saying that Rita was lying. So everybody lying. So, and mind you, some of these people I'm about to name, I don't mess with them. I don't deal with them. I don't too much care for them. But nevertheless, you got to give credit where credit is due. And I'm always about the fairness. Rita said something about it. Pizarro said something about it. Burger Bree said something about it. It's a whole bunch of people that have spoken out about it. And like I said, mind you, regardless of my thoughts and opinions of these people are, and the reasons why they're doing it is really none of my business. However, she really needs to take in account that people generally care for her well-being. I don't know Tracy. I don't know Tracy from a can of paint. Nevertheless, I see her in a situation where she could potentially be physically harmed. She's going to be dragged for all 2023 for making the poor decision. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her either, lovely one. I don't either. However, you know, I just don't. I just can't stand by and see stuff like this happen. I've always been a firm advocate for, you know, domestic abuse and things like that. Regardless of who it is, regardless if I like the person or not, regardless if I know the person or not, I've always spoken out about this. I've always been very vocal about this. And and to be honest with you, lovely one, it's not just this poor decision that she's made. She's made tons of poor decisions on YouTube in the last 4 or 5 years. But none of them to the extent to where, well, maybe kind of sort of might put her in jeopardy. I truly feel that this bad decision right here with old boy Rob, I guess that's his name, is going to put her in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's really giving me paranoid thoughts of, you know, what if one day she just disappeared and from YouTube for a couple of days and nobody knows what happened, and she come back and, you know, God forbid something happened to her. You know, something that went down. That's my whole thing. I don't care about if people say, oh, well, you know, who's this heifer to, you know, come in and chime in and, you know, say whatever, she's irrelevant. Well, I fine, I'll take that. Let me be irrelevant. However, I do have a platform and I will use my platform how I see fit. And right now I want to talk about this. Human trafficking. Yeah, he seemed like a imitation pimp, don't he? Lovely one. It's a sad situation, but she's a whole ass grown woman with no common sense. You can tell dude wasn't anyone to mess with. Exactly. How can anyone see it except her? Yup, human trafficking. Look, listen, my whole thing, again, I don't know what he trafficking. First of all, his game, his talk game ain't strong enough to get nobody underneath for his belt. And if they do, their self-esteem must be negative 1,000, a negative 1 trillion. Because ain't nobody gonna follow behind that. Ain't nobody gonna follow it. Tracy is hard-headed. I warned her, Bree, Gator Face, Nika, and all of them that hopefully she will listen. She not gonna listen. She not. This video right here, I feel like it's gonna be on deaf ears. It's just gonna be her attempt to deflect. Just like everybody else that's saying something about it, it's just going to be her attempt to deflect and try to drag me. But honey, you can't drag me because in real life, I'm still shitting on you. Okay. Now that's the only thing that I will say that will be a read as far as Tracy is concerned. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you or your subscribers say is shit, in real life, bitch, I'm still shitting on you. Okay, I'm in a place where I'm happy. I'm loved. My kids are happy. I'm happy and grateful for everything that has been given to me by the Most High. There's no way you can shit on me. So mere comments of, oh, you know, she needs to get a man or da-da-da-da-da. Honey, you don't know. First of all, you don't know what I have. Okay. And last time you checked, you would know what I have. Okay. So I'm not coming on here to, down Tracy or talk about Tracy. And again, I don't know her, but I have a general concern for her well-being. She's out here messing with this imitation pimp, this imitation crab pimp. Man, I caught the lie. Hey, Brian, you over there giving them, hey, you hear me? I be in your clouds too. Brian. Welcome, honey. But yeah, my general feeling is, Tracy needs to go and seek therapy. She told him, I love you. He was mad and said, I like you. She didn't even see the sign he was about to do a hit and run on her. Like, yeah, it's it's the reciprocation for me. I refuse to let you glass man dog me. Child, look, I can't. And it's sad. It is sad. Domestic abuse is very serious, and it's not just women. Like I said, it's also men too. Men experience domestic abuse right now. As an example, I did a story about the guy from Family Matters. He's currently experiencing domestic abuse right now. A mess with blood. Hey, how you doing? He's currently experiencing domestic abuse where this woman has took his property, his keys, his, all his possessions and stuff like that, and won't give it back unless, he pays her. He went to court and put in the court transcripts that she basically turned his house into a drug den. You know what I'm saying? These are just examples of the different types of domestic abuse that could happen. And I don't think anyone should be subject to that, regardless of how I feel about them, regardless if we get along or not. It's not about that. It's not about, if I like Tracy. It's not about if Tracy like me. It's not about, me getting a one up on Tracy. Yeah, we dragged each other, back and forth, not recently, but in the past, yes. But I feel like I'm being very genuine right now. He has no respect for her. Dude said online to wash her kitty cat several times. It stinks. That's embarrassing exactly. That's just like when that's just like when Moneybag Yo got on live with Meg and was like, what's up, Stanky? You feel me? Like, look. I can't. Second of all, that says a lot about a person, because if a person is going to sit there and say that you stink, yeah, go Google it, Zarina. If a person is going to go and say that you stink and stuff like that, and now I'm not talking to you. I didn't ask for the weather. My phone tripping, y'all. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? If a person is doing that, they don't have no respect for you at all. There's no respect there. He probably don't even see her as a human being, but just an object or a tool that he can use. And that's the sad part. Now he's doing what we all know he would. He's dog walking her online right now. Why, Tracy? Why are you even online? Look, listen. No amount of YouTube fame in general, recognition, clout, whatever title you want to give it, is worth you being publicly humiliated online. You know what? At this point, she willing to go with anything that dude is willing to put her through. And I would bet you that she would have an incident that would happen. God forbid, she would have an incident that would happen and it would be leaked to YouTube and everybody would be talking about it. And she would do the same thing about the gun incident and sit up here and defend and deflect from this dude and say, oh, no, it wasn't that. Oh, no, it wasn't that. Oh, he's grown, but that's your place. How does this work? That's just like you letting some random person come in your house and was like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna do this. I want to change the colors on your walls or your tapestry or some crazy stuff like that. Like, come on. And are you serious? This is what self-esteem has been reduced to? Allowing just any old stray straggler to walk in from the streets or the YouTube streets and basically take over and command your life? Is your self-esteem that low? Do you not value yourself as a person that much that you would allow a person to come into your home and do that to you? The only saving grace in this, and again, I'm not throwing shade at Tracy at all. The only saving grace in this is that she don't have children. Because if she had kids, it would be 10 times worse. Right, Brian? It's crazy. Oh, he just looks like he smells musty, right, Serena? Child, girl, he looked like he crawled out somebody's dumpster. That's what he looked like. He be in the line every Monday through Sunday at somebody's shelter trying to get a hot meal and a cot. You hear me? That's what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy. On the upside, Tracy appearance has improved from what I've seen since she's been with this dude. But at the same time, my girl, like, that's not worth trading your self-esteem. I bet he smells like Cheetos and hot dog water. Child. Child. I'm not even gonna speculate on old dude. And look, I don't play them games with men. Listen to me. You ain't gonna get a chance to pull a gun out on me. You're not gonna get a chance to talk to me out the side of your neck. Any man that disrespects a woman, I would be very interested to see what his relationship with his mother is. Because if a man does not respect his mother, ain't no penis that good. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I got a package.